Good morning. Your weekday kickstart is here. It's time to live, impact, value, and engage heart first. It's time for Live at 7:55 with Mitch Taylor.
Good morning. Welcome to Live at 7:55 for this Friday, November 22nd. Hard to believe that November is pretty much upon us, or December, I should say, is pretty much on us, and November is almost over. It's crazy that we're going to Thanksgiving here next week. Thanks for joining me for your weekday motivational kickstart that is Live at 7:55. Today is Friday Free for All, so we chat about whatever you want to talk about here today, and let's hit it. Put it in the comments below. Welcome back to the show. DJ NTV Show 2020 is my next speaking engagement that is coming up on February 24th to February 27th at the South Point. Honored to be speaking from the main stage coming up on that Monday, the 24th, I think it is, 25th, I think it is. And then doing a masterclass on wedding sales in the digital world. And that will be followed the next day on Tuesday. Additional charge for that, but you can get signed up. Go to djntv.com. and find the links for the show for 2020 out of the South Point and sign up right there. I think past prices right now are only $200. So pretty good cost to investment ratio there for that. Thanks for joining us here this morning. Good morning, Ernie. Good morning, Howard Wallstein, David Osborne. Thanks for being here. Frank, good morning, sir. Scuba, good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Carlos. Jim Epps, good morning. Derek from Canada and Derek from Michigan. Two different Dereks, one with an EK and one with an RRICK. So put in the comments below whatever you want to chat about here this morning, and let's talk about it. That to me is the goal of Friday Free for All, is to open it up to you and cover whatever it is you want to talk about this morning. Let's talk about it together. Your chance to kind of get inside my head and chat about things and see what's what. Good morning, JD. Thanks for being here. Again, put in the comments below whatever it is that you want to chat about here this morning, and we'll talk about it. I take a little coffee sip. Bridal shows. What do you want to talk about bridal shows, Jimmy? Jimmy just said bridal shows. That's a whole, that's a wide array topic right there. And I know I've covered the whole scratch off card thing ad nauseum over the years, but there's a scratch off card that we use. I literally have one right there. How many DJ conferences do you attend? Which ones would you attend if it is a non-paid event? So yes, Ernie, I get paid to speak at different events as well. Other events I pay out of pocket for. DJ Collective, I absolutely paid out of pocket for, that I just came from. That's a great question. Per year sales tips. Sorry, Kelly Van Ginhoven. Are they worth it? Carlos, how was your experience? Okay, that's a lot of topics. I'm going to hit as many of those as possible. So maybe hold any others you have. Mike, it was great seeing you as well, my friend. It was great connecting with Mike Walter again this past week at DJ Collective. Bridal shows, I'm going to push on that only because I've talked about that ad nauseum over the years. You could probably search Mitch Taylor bridal shows and find content from Disc Jockey News, where I presented on scratch off cards before in the past and how you go about that, why you should have females in your booth, in my opinion, or younger people in your booth, in my opinion. There's a lot of different things you can do for your bridal show booths to make them better for your clients. So our bridal show is worth the cost and time investment. I'll answer that for Kelly first, and I'll bounce to Collective and kind of give my thoughts on that and answer Ernie's question about DJ conferences. So our bridal show is worth it. If your target client are brides, or is brides, I should say, then I would argue, where else are you going to be able to spend money to be in front of your target client and have an opportunity to engage with them face to face over 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours on a Friday, a Saturday, or Sunday, or whatever? it's very hard pressed to be able to pull that off in any other medium. It's target marketing specifically. So in my opinion, Kelly, yes, bridal shows are worth it if your target client is brides. And you should make that investment to be there, not only from a standpoint of connecting with brides, which I think is important, but also connecting with the fellow event pros that you see week in, week out. On the weekends, they may see you, they may not see you, but what better way to get in front of them and to have a networking conversation by getting your booth set up there early, be ready to go, or tear down. Maybe you all go out for a drink afterwards to network, but having them be able to see your face there lets them know that you're still in the game, you're still connected, you're still thriving in your business and striving forward. So that's another reason to attend bridal shows. So I think I covered that question. Good morning, Howie. Thanks for being here. Good morning, Kayleen. Yes, it was great hanging with Mr. Walter at DJ Collective. Not enough as we wanted to. How many DJ conferences do you attend? Which ones do you attend if it's a non-paid event? I think for every DJ, that's different. One of the biggest reasons I went to Collective was because I want to say that I've experienced at least all the types of DJ education that's available. And so for me, this was the first opportunity for me to attend DJ Collective. And that's why I was one of the first to sign up, because I'm like, yep, I want to experience it. I want to see what my friends, Brian B., Jason Janai, and Joe Bunn are doing. I want to see what they're bringing to the table. What kind of experience are they creating and curating for the people that are there? So for me, that was a big reason to go. And I'm going to have a Disc Jockey News article coming up here, shameless plug. So if you get DJ News, read DJ News next month. In fact, I got to talk to John Young about my article, because right now it's a lot of words. I'll just say that. I'm not sure if we have enough space in the paper for how much I wrote about Collective. So that's that. How many do you attend? I would encourage you, Ernie, to look at it from the standpoint of what do you need in your business. I would encourage you to attend probably 1 to 2 a year. Is my recommendation as a company, and pick and choose what's going to be best for you. You know, for example, Midwest DJs Live, the conference that I help produce, coming up April 26th to April 28th in Milwaukee, that has a specific bent on, focusing on the 6 facets of our business: marketing, sales, performance, planning, production, operations. I know I rattled those off pretty fast, but as one of the people in charge of education, that's my focus, is to make sure that you have educational, actionable content. That's the key part there, and all 6 of those facets at least. We have some more great content coming to Midwest. So find the conference that works for you. Where are you going to connect with peers that are going to be able to give you an opportunity to break down parts of your business specifically, and not just hear people talking from the stage about how great I am, but actually actionable content that you can put in place to benefit you and your business, Ernie. So that, where that is, that may be different for you than it is for me, than it is for Mike Walter, than it is for Jimmy Inlow, than it is for, Howie Darkstar and everywhere else. Oh, Ernie, starstruck. So I can speak upon that super quick too, because I think that's important and something that I really believe in. A few years back, I'm dating myself, probably at least 7 years back now, I remember a DJ out of Chicago who came to a Disc Jockey News conclave, and Mike Walter was there, and Peter Mary was there, and Bill Herman was there, and a whole bunch of other DJs were there that travel and speak and whatever, all this stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm in the same room." I'm like, "Stop it. Just stop it. Our poop stinks too. Everyone puts on their pants the same exact way. Like, Joe Bunn puts on his pants the same exact way that you and I do. I mean, it's not, don't get starstruck. Yes, these guys are doing big things. Jan I spun for the world champ for the Super Bowl, Philadelphia Eagles. Like, that's badass, right? So don't get me wrong. They're doing big things. But never forget, at the end of the day, they're human just like you and I. They have a heart. They, that's what they do. So again, don't get the whole starstruck thing. Let's see. How was my experience at DJ Collective? DJ Collective was great. There's a lot of things that I think the gentleman did very, very well. There's a lot of things I think I could see improvement upon, and I think they would agree with that. There were situations that happened that were beyond the guys' control too, that they jumped in with their team and made happen for the rest of the day to keep the education moving forward. And that's important. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Johnny. Johnny was at DJ Collective as well. DJ Collective gave out these really cool pamphlets, if you will, kind of a layout of what's happening throughout the week with information. You had track selections you could choose, one-on-ones, and we could talk more about that for the future. But you can have speaker profiles as well. So speaker profiles were on there. They had the DJs and MCs that were in attendance. They had their information on here too, so you'll be able to connect with people in the future. So a lot of good came out of DJ Collective, but also a lot for improvement, I feel too. And I know the gentlemen are going to work together to keep that that conference moving forward, that experience moving forward for themselves. So I think that's going to be it for today. We're already almost up to, holy crap, 11 minutes. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to go that long. So anyway, that's it for live at 7:55 for today, this Friday, November 22nd. If you have something you'd like me to hit next week, put it in the comments below. I would love to be able to chat about it and cover it for you on a future episode for live at 7:55. Until then, rock your weekend, go a positive impact in someone else's day, and we'll see you on Monday morning for another edition of your weekday motivational kickstart that is live at 7:55. See you Monday.
Thanks for watching Live at 7:55. To bring Mitch to speak to your organization, go to MitchTaylor.net. Now go live, impact, value, and engage heart first.